Hey starting out solitary, it is Sarah the Itty Bitty Celtic Witch, and this week we are talking about alternative forms of divination. So as you can see, I am out in the park again. Yay! Sunshine and happiness. And we are talking about alternative divination. So, in terms of different forms of divination that I use aside from, say, tarot cards, I would say that the pendulum is the one I use the most. I have two. I have a rose quartz one and an unakite one. And they are, a pendulum, in case you don't know, is, sorry for the shakiness, is a crystal, and it's usually attached to a string or chain. It can be also made with a star anise, and you ask it which direction is yes and which direction is no, and generally it will show you. For me, a circle is yes, I believe, and no is a straight line, but it depends from pendulum to pendulum. And I use that every so often. Sometimes I'll even use it if I'm not so sure of how my interpretation of the reading went, if I'm doing a tarot or oracle reading. Other forms, I did make runes. I used pebbles that I had found at the beach when I was visiting with my aunt Gingerfire. And my boyfriend came up with the idea, well, why don't you use homemade ink? So we made our own ink using honey and coffee grounds, and it's lasted a fairly long time. I really love them. I don't use them that much. I haven't taken the time to learn how to use them, but it's not because I don't want to. Tea leaves, I would love to learn how to read tea leaves, but I just don't know how yet. And I'm just checking over for people that might be watching me. And I've never I've seen a couple books at the library on how to do that, and I think that'd be really interesting. My issue is mostly that I like my tea in a bag. I do drink loose leaf tea, but I usually put it in a little, it's kind of like a circular thing with metal and stuff, and you put the tea leaves in there and you seal it up. Or I have some recyclable tea bags that I will put my tea into. So it's more so an issue of whether I want all these leaves floating around and how to combat that and stuff. But overall, I guess that's it. Yeah, I use pendulums. I do have a set of runes, and I would love to learn how to use tea leaves. Oh, totally forgot. I have tried my hand at scrying. I do have a crystal ball, quartz crystal, but I generally get impatient and I end up doubting myself too much, so that's something I definitely need to work on. I've tried scrying into the fire, but not for very long because of scatterbrain and such. So if you guys want to share all about your different divination methods, please let me know. Many blessings.